What's happening, people? If you haven't already, then consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to talk about living in a van and the problems that arise living in a van, especially the subject of mechanically. So when you live in a vehicle, of course, your vehicle is your home, and the problem is when it obviously lets you down mechanically, it can be an absolute nightmare, you know, because, you know, unfortunately, when you have the luxury of living in a property, you know, things go wrong. You know, it's not the end of the world because you're still in, you know, you're still in the property. You know, you can get around it. But when you live in a vehicle and something goes wrong and you can't drive anywhere, it is a pain. It is a pain in the backside. It really is, because, you know, you might need to drive to a location to sleep, or you might need to drive to get food shopping, etc. You know, because when your vehicle's your home, you know, you have to take it. You have to take it everywhere where you need to go to. So mechanically, it is a pain in the ass. Living in a van, it really is. You know, you have to constantly be on top of everything, and you've always got to have some sort of buffer of savings in money, so you can pay for any outgoings that you've unforeseen. So really, you know, I mean, I'm probably guilty of it, but, you know, you should be getting your fan serviced, you know, regularly, constantly, like checking the brakes, you know, the mechanics, anything which, you know, needs checking regularly. I mean, obviously, I probably should be doing this a bit more, but I don't. But of course, you know, at the end of the day, it does come down to money, doesn't it? So you have to have a money. But I always recommend having a buffer, you know, having a contingency of some money which you can put aside for mechanics of your camper van, because, like I said, your van's your home. So without the home and without being able to drive it, you know, it's nothing. You can't do anything with it, you know. And, you know, living in a vehicle really is complete freedom. So when the freedom's took away and you're just, you know, you're stuck in one place and you can't move because something's wrong with the van, it is a real, you know, a kick in the teeth. And I've experienced it many times where I've been in one place for like a week and I can't move because I have to get the van working. So yeah, I always just recommend just, you know, constantly getting the van serviced, constantly, like, you know, doing a routine check, making sure the brakes are okay, that the fan's running okay, that there's no like leaks under the fan, there's no oil leaks, make sure that all your fluids are topped up, etc. And obviously looking regularly for any like notices on the dashboard that may cause alarm, because obviously now, luckily, with most modern vehicles, it actually gives you a diagnosis, actually tells you what's wrong with the van on the dashboard. And you can get a diagnostic tool as well, which you basically plug into your vehicle, and that gives you a really depth breakdown if there's any errors or any problems with your van that you should know about. But anyway, I thought this is hopefully you found this video useful, but I just wanted to go in some depth about, you know, really like looking after your fan and you know, making sure it's mechanically sound, you know, because your fan is your everyday vehicle, and plus it's also your living, moving home as well. If you think this is a good video or you're interested, make sure to subscribe. Peace.